All right, so day one here in Madrid. I only have 24 hours here, and this is gonna be the first stop, Basilica Pontificia de San Miguel. It was completed in 1745, beautiful church. Now we're gonna head to the palace grounds and head to some actual gardens and see how beautiful this place truly is. All right, so our second stop is Plaza de Oriente, as you can see right behind me. And right when you're actually here in this plaza, it's a rectangular shape. And right behind us, actually, the palace for the royal family. They don't actually live there anymore. People stopped living there in 1931. But if you think about the history of this place, since it's the center of Madrid, and Madrid is an actually very old city, starting out in the 7th, 8th century, and being retaken by the Christians. This city actually was first created by people from the Arab world coming from northern Africa. And if you can see behind me, the palace, that palace used to be a fortress, which was fortified, troops lived there, and it burned down, and then the Christians built this palace right behind me, as you guys can see. Sadly, this is all I can really show you guys on the inside, because once you start entering the palace and get deeper and deeper, and you see the crown jewels and everything, you can't film or shoot photography in there. But just look at this beauty. Just look at the ceiling. Like, what? Like, all these rooms are just so beautiful. So I just completed my tour of the palace grounds. You're probably asking yourself, is it worth it? How much does it cost? It's 12 euros to get in. I paid 6 euros because I made sure I used my student ID. So you get a 6 euro discount. So make sure you have your student ID so you can show them. But actually, Monday through Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., it's free admission. You can get in for free without a ticket. I just didn't know that and didn't have much time. But the palace, very, very beautiful. I now truly understand that Spain really was a world power, and they had so much money. At least the monarchy did. It's just so beautiful inside. Some of the rooms are just truly, truly breathtaking works of art. They have this one room in the palace, this porcelain room, where the walls are made of porcelain. Yes, porcelain. And then they had velvet rooms. Davion, what is a velvet room? They had a red and blue velvet room. Pretty much just think of velvet material actually on the walls and on the ceilings. So it's, I guess, you know, rich wallpaper for yeah, I guess it's just rich wallpaper, but very beautiful. Got to see the king's throne in there. Got this really huge chair. I don't know if he's just that big or it's just trying to show his power. And then also just you got to see the dining room, the crown jewels. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's just truly, truly worth the money. Definitely, in my opinion, way better than the Palace of Versailles, even though the Palace of Versailles is like breathtaking. And then you can't take your bag inside. Actually, when you come in, you can go through security with your bag and everything and come into the courtyard with your bag, but you're gonna have to actually stop and put it in a locker. Just follow the signs and they'll show you where to put it in the locker. Yes, the locker's free. It does not cost anything. At least something is free in this world. Just look at this painting right behind me. So beautiful. I'm telling you guys, come visit this crypt because it's just very beautiful and very peaceful in here. So I'm gonna try to be a little quiet and give you guys a tour of the place. Like, look how far this place goes. Another thing about this place is how serene it feels with the stained glass windows behind you. Everyone's quiet, they have beautiful music playing, and entrance into this place is actually free. I mean, give a donation. Crypt de la Almudena. You guys have to come see this. It's right behind the palace grounds. Very beautiful inside. Very, very, very respectful. You have to be very respectful inside, since this is where a lot of noble families are buried. So when you enter, it's going to be silent, but you can donate since it is free entry. All right, so I got the bocadillo, calamares, and oh man, it looks so good. Calamari looks so amazing, perfectly fried. Can't forget the fresh sangria. This was only 5 euros, 5 euros. All right, so I finally made it to Plaza Mayor, and this place was built during the 15th century and has been used for a variety of things. Bullfighting, which we know is a very huge thing in the Spanish culture. This place was used for crownings of kings, queens, princesses, princes, etc. This place was actually used for the famous, sadly famous, but the Spanish Inquisition. Look that up. So just long story short, a lot of trials were held here, public executions were held here, and this place is just very beautiful. It burned down 3 different times and used to be 5 stories tall. Probably one of the biggest plazas I've ever been to. But I would recommend if you come here, don't just eat at one of the mini restaurants right here. Like they even have a Pizza Hut. But I would recommend grabbing a sandwich, calamari sandwich, and bringing it here with a drink, and then just looking at the buildings, the agriculture, the architecture here. Just look at the buildings, but do not make that tourist mistake of eating. Do not make that tourist mistake of eating at one of these mini restaurants right here. Just enjoy the views. The only thing I would buy here is probably a cafe, con leche, maybe depending on how you like your coffee, but that's the only thing I would do here. Now we're gonna head to one of the mini museums here and end the day here in Madrid. Sadly, I didn't get the chance to make it to the Prado Museum, well, at least inside of it, so it's right there, as you guys can see, very, very beautiful. And they close at 8 p.m. It's 7:38. I have a big day tomorrow, so I'm not gonna get the chance to go inside. I'm going to Toledo, Spain, and it's about an hour train ride away from Madrid. So I'm gonna catch the train about 7 in the morning, hopefully be there by 8 in the morning, and then to see this town. So if you guys don't know, Toledo, Spain, you should add it to your itinerary for coming to Madrid. Just a day trip from Madrid. So I wouldn't stay there personally, but it's an evil town, and it's said that there's no new modern building. The city is protected by a natural moat running through it, stone structures everywhere, and it's honestly, I'm just trying to get out of Madrid and be somewhere different and get off the tourist path. I'm gonna head back to my Airbnb and I'm gonna edit some videos just so I can get some sleep and rest. Remember, when you're traveling in the world, when you're traveling around the world, do not stress yourself out trying to see everything. There's gonna be days where you can't see things like this, but that just means you can come back to Spain, Madrid, Spain, wherever you're at currently, and you can see something new again. So, one last thing, why are dogs in Europe just so like chill? Like they're just good boys and good girls, and they're just playing right in front of the museo right now, and they're just off the leash. They're just being good boys. With that being said, I'm gonna head back to the Airbnb, 20 minutes away.